Good day, I'm Andrea Chizom and this is your JIS News for Thursday, March 24. Through government's intervention, commuters are to benefit from a 25% discount on the proposed toll rates for the north-south leg of Highway 2000. Prime Minister Andrew Holness made the announcement yesterday as he officially opened the Caymanas to Angels and Monique to Malmö Bay sections of the north-south highway. It means the full length of the 67-kilometer highway is now opened to the public as the Linstead to Monique and Linstead to Angels segments were previously completed. In announcing the discounted toll rates, the Prime Minister said negotiations would continue for a balanced toll amount.
A toll that satisfies the investment obligations of China Harbour and China Construction Communication Company. And the people of Jamaica who really want to use the road and get the benefit of the reduction in travel time, wear and tear, and increased economic activity.
He thanked the developers, people and the government of China for partnering to build the $720 million road, which will be transferred to the Jamaican government after 50 years. In the meantime, the Prime Minister said government would be working to have the corridor along the highway developed to maximize the opportunities in tourism, sports, recreation, agriculture, light manufacturing and ICTs. The government intends to put a fuel inspectorate in place, which will have responsibility for monitoring fuel quality standards. Minister of Science, Energy and Technology Dr. Andrew Wheatley made the announcement on Tuesday at a ceremony to relaunch Total Jamaica's fuel card. The development comes against the background of cases of contaminated gas discovered at several service stations across the island last year. Dr. Andrew Wheatley says government is committed to having a robust regulatory regime in place to govern the handling and custody of petroleum products. He is also urging industry players to commit to ensuring that there is no repeat of cases of contaminated gas in Jamaica. Cabinet has approved an increase in payments to government pensioners,
ranging from $1,100 per month for those persons receiving pensions of $60,000 per month and up, and at the higher end, in terms of increase, we saw $2,000 per month for those receiving pensions of under $30,000 per month.
The Information Minister made the announcement at this week's post-cabinet press briefing. He also disclosed Cabinet's approval of Supreme Ventures Limited as the preferred bidder for the privatization of Caymanas Track Limited CTL.
The final sales terms, however, are to come back to Cabinet for final approval.
The St. Thomas leg of the Health Ministry's Vector Control Cleanup Program was launched on Wednesday as the government accelerates its intervention to minimize the spread of the Zika virus. Having registered one case in license, St. Thomas is one of 2 parishes with confirmed Zika cases to date. The other 4 cases are from Portmore, St. Catherine. The intervention in St. Thomas began in the Mount Bay Town Square as stakeholders started the walkthrough and handed out educational material to residents. Portfolio Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton stressed that controlling Zika and the other vector-borne diseases could not be the sole responsibility of the ministry.
The fight against this type of disease is really a solution laid squarely in the realms of collective responsibility. It means keeping your backyard clean, making sure there is no breeding ground for the mosquitoes.
The next leg of the Operation Mosquito Search and Destroy initiative is scheduled for Saturday, April 2 in Mandeville. Secondary students will now have more options for learning with the Education Ministry's launch of its Alternative Pathways to Secondary Education APPS initiative. It was launched on Wednesday. The new program will cater to the various learning styles and proficiencies of students, ensuring that secondary education is diverse and more customized to their needs.
The pathway will therefore allow for students to identify their careers at an early stage and progress through the system, selecting the track that will get them there. At grades 12 and 13, therefore, students will have the opportunity through, now we're bringing back the career advancement program, to move into the traditional sixth form program or a technical sixth form program, which will also include opportunities under the National Apprenticeship Program.
Under APPS, all students at the secondary level will be placed under the compulsory education policy to complete at least 7 years at this level or up to age 18. And finally, the Education Ministry is assuring that students sitting the CXC external exams will be provided with extra answer sheets if they need them. There had been public concern about CXC's policy to cease giving extra answer sheets to students sitting the Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate and Caribbean Advanced Proficiency examinations. The Education Minister addressed the issue at this week's post-cabinet press briefing.
We have been in touch with CXC, and we want to assure the public that CXC will be working to ensure that extra paper will be provided just in case that students require the extra paper.
And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Andrea Chisholm. Thank you for watching.